Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club here for the 4C Sprint Trophy Round 6 on Route 66. Hey, get down with your bad self. We are still in the Big Apple. No, not the Big Apple, but, that big shiny place they call the New World, that colony we used to have. And then they wanted independence, and they've gone downhill since then, in my opinion. They drank coffee instead of tea and went in totally the wrong direction. They butchered our language that we have had since the beginning of time, and it's just a dive. It's like those cousins you're embarrassed about and you don't want to go and visit. But they were one of our colonies, so I guess we have to take it like a man. We're at Watkins Glen in the US of A. Dear God, help us. I like Watkins Glen. Do you know what? It's fastly becoming one of my favourite tracks on GT7. Absolutely balls out fun. Right then, and what did I say we're here for? It's the 4Cs, isn't it? It's the 4C Sprint Trophy. Hello. Skyjacker's in the chat saying, oh, hi dear. Why, hello. It's just me and you, Sky. Let's go. The 4C Sprint Trophy, 4CST, is an 8-week, one-make series using the Group 4 Alfa Romeo 4C and is inspired by both the Porsche Cup Super Cup and the Ferrari Challenge. The championship will consist of 24 races at 8 different circuits. Each round begins with a 10-minute qualifying session before 3 sprint races of over 25 miles. Racers will have standing starts with jump starts turned on. Drivers are free to choose their race tyres from the available compounds, hards, mediums and softs. However, all 3 compounds must be used over the 3 races of a round. Pit stops are not allowed during the races, but the tyre wear and fuel rates should enable all drivers to fight for positions when the race enters its final stages. And our man Coy is in the chat saying, good evening, sir. Well, hello to you. And Pat as well. Hiya. Pat will be flicking channels, I'm sure. He's got a team in another channel at the moment. So Pat's going to be watching 2 YouTubes this evening. Keep up, Pat. I'll be asking you questions. There'll be a test at the end of this one. I expect your full attention. Right then, the Sprint Trophy. Let's have a look at the table. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, no, Racer Brown couldn't make it last week, and I believe it was a long delivery. He's not back from it yet for this week. So, my word, he must have gone deep in the jungles of Colombia to harvest that crop. Homesick Aliens at the top of your table with 235 points. Shoren is in second on 196 points. So Homesick Aliens kind of running away with it. Racer Brown is third on 185 points, with Snorlax fourth on 180 points. Oh, Snorlax will be eyeing up Racer Brown, I imagine. Ensign Newer is fifth on 164 points, with Kuikart sixth on 141 points. Seventh place goes to Jokus on 137 points, with Bazza in eighth on 135. Pat is ninth on 130 points, with Flashman in 10th on 101. Room 101, Flashman, get out of here. Silver Star is 11th on 83 points. It's only because I think I know he's not in this race. Yeah. Silver Star's on 83 points, with Electric on 12th on 28 points. Matt Psycho still yet to score in 13th, and Madalinsky also yet to score a point in 14th. I might swap Matt Psycho and Madalinsky around. What the hell? Actually, they should be. Well, it's because Madalinsky's put a VRC in front of his name, but that shouldn't disable him having a VRC, because Madalinsky alphabetically is ahead of Matt Psycho. So let's say Madalinsky is in 13th place and Matt Psycho is in 14th. Matt Psycho is dead last in this championship. And Pat saying, you've got me here tonight, don't worry. Oh, okay, interesting. I'll ask no questions, because I don't care. Not that you're here, Pat. I absolutely do care about that. It's the reason why you're here is that I'm not really that fussed about. Let's have a look at the grid. They qualified for 10 minutes. And they've got themselves some grid positions. Right then, let me take my glasses off, because the TV looks blurry with my glasses on. My phone looks clear. And then without the glasses, my phone looks blurry, but the TV looks clear. Answer me that, eh? I can't read the grid, but I can't see the TV. What a dilemma. We'll go. We'll go for it. Right then, on pole, championship leader, Homesick Alien. He'll be starting on a set of racing softs in this first sprint race. Second on the grid is the Patronus 4C, and that is Snorlax, and he'll be starting this race on a set of racing mediums. On to the second row, we have Koika. Oh, got a little bit close. Koikarp having an absolute cracker of a qualifying session, and he's starting third on a set of racing softs. Great qualifying there from Koikarp. Electric, also great qualifying there, fourth, and he'll be starting on a set of racing softs. Hoosers, bit of a gap. Oh, I keep getting very close. It must be a curved grid, or I'm pointing the wrong way. There we have a Jokus in fifth place. He'll be starting himself on a set of medium tyres, with Big Dan starting in sixth place in the Rich Energy Alpha, and he's starting on a set of racing softs. Up in seventh place, check out those rims, it's Bazza, and he loves a great rim job. He's starting on the softs with Shiren, second in the championship, eighth on the grid, starting on a set of racing hards. Does he qualify on the tyres he starts on? And then we have ninth, Silverstar on racing softs. This man likes to start from the back and make his way through the grid. That is his style. That is his want. Right then, no more cuddling. Let's get on with it. Waiting for those lights. And we are go here at Watkins Glen for round 86 of the VRC 4C ST, and Homesick Alien leads them into the first corner. He's got the softs on. Koikarp's managed to get that position away from Snorlax. Has he though? No, he has not. Snorlax has kept it. He's on the medium tyres. The tyres are cold. The ground is quite chilly. It's early morning, so the track is not totally heated up. Jokus has jumped up a fifth. Oh, Electric slipping back in the order in the lovely orange and blue Alpha there, and now he'll be looking to grab some positions. Bazza is in sixth. Big Dan slipped back in seventh. Shiren. Oh, Bazza had a big one with the barrier. Big barrier inspection there from the Baz, and nearly took a few cars with him. And Big Dan now up into fifth. Chasing after Jokus, there's some movement up ahead. Koikarp has got the move done. He's got it executed absolutely perfectly up against Snorlax, and he is now ahead. Snorlax tucked him behind the Koi of Carps there as he tries to find a way past and plays there with the curb. Jokus behind Snorlax. He's one to watch. He's also on the mediums though, as is Snorlax. Battle of the mediums, third and fourth. Big Dan is in fifth. He's on the softs. And we've got the Bazza in the chat. A little break from the Lego buddy. Nice to hear you talking about my rim in your stream. I always love to talk about your rim in my stream. Someone's gone very wide. Looks like Shiren. Shiren going for a detour there around Watkins Glen, trying to avoid sniper fire. And he's Russian on American soil, so, you know, and guns are allowed in America. They love their guns, so Shiren has to keep his head down. Homesick Alien out there in the lead with Koikarp chasing him down now on a set of soft tyres, and it's about life preservation in tyres, keeping your rubber straight. Black Flag, hello guys. Good evening, Thingy says Black Flag. Great to see you. We got to do something again. It was just too much fun playing with you fellas. So let's get that action happening. Homesick Alien smashing it at the moment with the soft tyres. Koikarp in second. Snorlax holding on with those mediums. Remember, those mediums will come into their own later in this race. 11 laps of Watkins Glen. That's 25 miles plus. With Jokus there in fourth, chasing them down with the mediums, but he's getting Big Dan right close to for comfort. Black Flag as well saying, hell yeah, 100%. That's on. That is confirmation, people. You hear it here first. We are doing something with Black Flag again. Fantastic. Big Dan then closing that gap. closing the gap onto Jokus, trying to find a way around. He's having a look over the hill on the outside. Jokus too wide for that. Now Jokus brings it over to the inside. He is blocking all those openings, and Big Dan just wants to fill Jokus right up. And Big Dan now is that alongside. He's alongside. He's, oh no, not quite, but he's got the inside at the chicane. No, he backs out of that one, and Jokus balls of granite, my friends. And Big Dan on the softer tyre, but those tyres are going quick, aren't they? That's showing a lot of red for lap 3. Homesick still leads with Koi Cup in second, Snorlax third. We are watching the battle between Jokus and Big Dan, and the Bazinator will be catching up with these guys very swiftly. What's Baz on? He's on the softs as well, but he might be looking after him a little better than the boys ahead. Big Dan still on the push, and Jokus loses the track somewhat, stays ahead, but Big Dan is there, and he is bringing it. And Baz is closing in as well. This is going to be an absolute crucial fight. Silverstar, like I said, likes to start at the back, make his way through. He's up to 7th already, ticking off those cars. Beautiful stuff from Silverstar. He's on the soft tyre as well. He's ahead of Electric in 8th. Electric starting 4th on the grid. Not going well for him so far in this race. And Shiren, we saw him taking a detour around the outside of the first corner a lap or two ago, and the hard tyres, obviously no grip at all. Homesick Alien then, he's got the fastest lap. He's on the soft tyres. Everything's going well from him. Snorlax as well in... Oh, no, Koi. We've lost Koi altogether. Oh, my gosh. Koi has absolutely piffed out of existence. He's just boofed. They've Harry Pottered him. By Jove, Koi Cup, you're a magician. You're a wizard. Sorry. I'm not that up to date with me Harry Potters. I know he does magic stuff and plays with the stick. That's about it. And there's an old wizard that grooms me. Big Dan then, he's on the case. He's all over Jokus now. There's a podium in stake. There's a podium at stake. Koi saying, I was well gutted, glitched and binned me out. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. GT7 hates people. Maybe if you buy some coin, they might let you stay. Buy some coin from me. Homesick Alien then leads the way with Snorlax in second. Jokus clinging on to the third. Big Dan, big noise from the Rich Energy Alfa Romeo. I'm forgetting all my words. Can't get any of them out me tongue. I used them all up in the first 5 minutes. I'm done now. And Bazza is on the case, isn't he? Let's sit aboard alongside the Baz. And obviously inspected all the barriers he needs to inspect around here, and he's down to some true grit racing. I think we saw him grab a very fine second place last round in the first. I think he might have been on the podium every race, you know. I was trying to remind myself, but I only got through the first race. But Bazza had a very strong showing last round at Daytona, and here he is again, looking big in the mirrors of Big Dan. I thought he was going to send Big Dan to a place with very shadowy corners, but he did not. He got on the brakes okay, but he's lost himself a whole bunch of time there to Big Dan, and Big Dan is on it with Jokus. Jokus with the medium tyres holding his own very well indeed. Whoa, he's lost the track. All three of them lost the track there. I've given up with track limits. I don't know where they are anymore. Silverstar then, sixth. I told you, he started from the back. He's slowly been making his way up. This is delicious. Electric, though, is having tyre woes. Last round he found he can't make a set of tyres last very long in a race when just over halfway, and Electric tyres look like they're waving a white flag already. And Shiren's hard tyres are waving a red flag. They're saying, dude, there's no grip. Homesick Alien, though, stretching it out even further away from Snorlax. Snorlax just trying to stay in there with the Alien when the Alien's tyres do bullet themselves. Jokus holding on to that third, and Baz is now up. Big Dan's lost the position, and it's the Baz. It's the Baz that comes through, shining like the blue and white shiny knight that he is. The Belgian bullet, nothing can stop that trace. And here he goes on. Jokus is into the wall. Jokus is into the wall, and this is Baz's moment. This is Baz's moment to take the podium. He takes the podium with glory. Great steed. And Jokers now, he has to worry about Big Dan. Big Dan, though, not quite close enough to hassle the Polish driver. The Polish driver as well wide, as is Big Dan. And Silver Star sticking to it with Electric's tyres, giving up altogether, and Shiren cannot make that first corner on those tyres. Is it the first corner? Yeah, Shiren struggling in that first corner with the hard tyres. Homesick Alien, meanwhile, though, is absolutely laying it down while Racer Brown is away. He is giving it his all in the chat. Flashman saying evening or hi Flashman, you were sorely lost this round, my friend. Oh, a little sip of the hot brew. Oh my word, it's still a little too hot, but mama. Homesick leading from Snorlax. Snorlax just trying to stay in striking distance for when Homesick Alien's tyres go bye-byes. We're only on lap 7 of 11. 7-11. And we're in America, so that wasn't, you know, we could have gone to the shop and bought a lighter. Snorlax then crossing the lot. Well, buy anything, I think, there's 7-Elevens. Big slushy. Bazza in third, that's great stuff. Remember though, Jokers is on the medium tyre also, Bazza's on the soft, and they're nearly dead. There you see, that's where the grip disappears when you want it on the right hand corners. Big Dan struggling there as well with grip. Everyone's struggling with grip now. Silver Star totally dropping it in turn 1, and Shiren now, this is where it pays out for him. He's been putting his money on black all evening, and they've been coming up red, and now it's his time to shine as tyres die, and Shiren's hard tyres are barely used. Let's see how that plays out. Homesick Alien then 15s. He's dropped half a second. Snorlax 15.6 as well. He's not gaining too much. The mediums are wearing down rather fast as well. Bazza, no tyres, still holding third somehow, some way. But Jokers is on those medium tyres and he's closing in. And the Bazza will be well aware of that. Big Dan, his struggles there are with the car and with Electric. Electric, just no grip there. Shiren, could he get a payout here? He could do, you know. 3 laps to go. I think including this one, isn't it? 8, 9, 10, 11. 4 laps including this one if you want. So it's a long way to go. Oh, Homesick has dropped it like it is hot. He thinks he's Snoop Dogg. My word. And down into the braking zone, he gets on those brakes, and the Alpha has a different idea about it. It's not as bad as I thought it originally. No, it turned into something worse than it originally looked. Yeah, so Homesick Alien giving away the lead there, and now having to get himself reorganised and rejoining into the 4th. But Big Dan's there as well, 5th. Electric's there. Can he catch it? And Shiren doesn't gain that one, but still, it's coming, Shiren. Hold fast, my friend, my Russian friend. Oh, and Silver Star. Really, turn 1 is the killer with these tyres. As we saw in Daytona last round, the turn of 1 is the first hurdle and is the worst hurdle. Snorlax then, he's going to take it easy, I believe. He'd be a crazy man to try and push now. He's got himself a lovely, healthy lead. The Bazza behind him's on the soft tyre. I don't know how much awareness Snorlax has of tyres around him. And Joker's now up and into a podium position. Big Dan. And they'll be all threading these cars like a eye of the needle into each corner, just feathering, hoping that there's a little bit of grip there to keep them facing the right way. And what a fear. Homesick down into 5th. Oh my word. Snorlax then, he's on the penultimate lap, lap 10, and then there's lap 11, and then he can take maybe his first win. He's been there knocking the door almost in every round to a win and not quite producing. So Snorlax is looking very strong at the moment. Bazza again for another great result in a row. Joker's chasing him down as well in 3rd. This is beautiful stuff. Big Dan in the zone with Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien, remember, he doesn't want to drop too many points because his closest contender, Mr. Brown, isn't here. He's dropped his 2nd round, so that is it now. Racer Brown will not drop any more scores before the end of the season. We've got 2 more rounds to go. I mean, if Mr. Brown misses another round, then that's it, he's out of it. But hopefully he'll be here for the final 2 rounds and fighting in contention with the championship. But who else? Snorlax Bazza, Jokers, who else is going to be in contention for this championship? It could be anyone's at this point. Snorlax leads going in around the final corner. He's starting his final lap. No mistakes, no stress. Let's just take this one easy, Snorlax. Let's bring her on home. Facing the right way. Beautiful stuff. Bazza still in that second place, but the jeopardy in Joker still lies. Joker's mediums are totally shot. This track is a tyre killer. Homesick Alien up into fourth. He's got, Big Dan slipped down behind Electric. And it is the battle of the dead tyres. It's ice racing from here on in. Sharon has not been able to capitalise on everybody's tyres going. And this is a real shame for him. Silver Star. I want to see if he gets around the first corner. It's cruel. It's mean. I know. I'm sure Silver Star won't mind. Come on, Silver Star. I believe in you. Last time. Can you get through this corner? Come on, bro. You can do this. I believe in you. There you go. No issues. What are you talking about? And Silver Star making it through the first corner. No issues at all. Snorlax leads this race by a country mile. Bazza's nowhere to be seen. Jokers is there on site, but he needs Bazza to make a mistake. I just don't think he's got the tyres to be able to go up and attack Baz. Homesick Alien's trying to come back like a phoenix in this race, but he just doesn't have the rubber to get it done. And here he is. There's your man, Snorlax, taking the win here. Race 1, round 6. Snorlax, write it down. Bazza, you son of a gun, brings it home. The Belgian Bullet. Choo-choo. Smash in. And take her boo, you Polish legend. Jokus in third. Homesick comes home in fourth. Electric fifth. Big Dan sixth. Sharon gets himself seventh. And Silver Star brings it on home for that 8th spot. And obviously, Koi Cup will be classified in 9th, but what an absolute shame for him. In a great position, especially as that race unfolded. If he imagines he wouldn't make a mistake, that would have been 2nd place for him. I think he was behind Snorlax, but he might have been ahead of him. I can't remember now, but he was on. I can't remember what tyres he was on either. Quick Up was on the soft, so it would have been a battle. Okay, so Snorlax took the win of the first race with the Bazza coming home in 2nd, and Jokus rounding out your podium. Well done to those chaps. Indeed, a great race. I mean, looking at the starting positions, Bazza started 7th and took 2nd. And Jokus started 5th and took 3rd, so brilliant stuff there. Brilliant stuff from these guys. Homesick Alien in 4th, Electric in 5th, Big Dan in 6th, Sharon in 7th, and 8th place goes to Silver Star. So they've all going to go in and change those darn chart tyres to a set they've not used yet, and then go at it again for race 2, which I am just about to load up for you now, if I can. If I'm able. Look, go down to my collection. This is a lot of fanny assing around that doesn't need to happen, Kaz. If you just gave us a playlist, an ability to make a playlist of replays or something, that would be nice. Just shuffle through them. Don't look up in the top corner, because obviously we really want to see what the results are before we watch the replay. Clever stuff there by the programmers. Read then. I paused it because I'm sick of rushing. Life's too short to rush. That doesn't make sense, does it? If life's so short, you want to rush, don't you? Well, my life's too long for me to rush. Let's have a look then. Let's see. This is about tyres anyway. So Silver Star is a reverse grid. Silver Star starting. He's put himself a set of racing hards on. Then Sharon has changed the hards to the mediums. Then we have Snorlax. Hey, what's happened there? No, it shouldn't have gone that way. So Sharon, he's set of mediums on. Big Dan, he's put a set of mediums on. Electric, he's gone medium as well. Then Homesick Alien is on a racing set of hard tyres. And Jokus also a set of hard tyres. Koi Cup, no, Bazza. Sorry, yes. Where have I put Bazzy? Do you know what? I've just been writing. I'm not going to write them down. It's too much effort for me. Bazza's gone for a set of hard tyres. Snorlax has gone for a set of hard tyres. And Koi Cup has gone for a set of medium tyres and not one hard-on joke. Eh? I'm growing as a person. Reed then waiting for the lights for race 2. Silver Star to lead them away. Oh, he stuttered on the start there, and Sharon just leapt into action and took all the spoils. Electric also up into second. Big Dan, no, Silver Star still fighting for that third place, but Homesick Alien from nowhere up and inside. Wowzers. Oh, wowzers. Homesick on the set of hard tyres. We saw Sharon really struggling on those hard tyres in race 1. Joker's on the hard tyres as well. Silver Star on the hard tyres, and the hard tyres are very hard to drive in. That's why they call them the hards, because they're hard to drive in. Medium tyres for Sharon, medium tyres for Electric, and they are spouting ahead to give us an absolute glorious race. They go through the chicane here at Watkins Glen. What a glorious track. It really is a fantastic track. Homesick Alien on the hard tyres in third, and Jokers is holding fourth, Silver Star fifth, and it's the Bullet comes through. The Bullet. There's no stopping. And Flashman saying, you've changed, man. I know. I should go back to my childish ways and build Lego or something. Snorlax in 7th, Koikap in 8th, and Big Dan 9th, who's just completed an absolute sick Ghostbusters vehicle in Lego. But he's younger than me, so he's allowed, I guess. Sharen's leading with Electric in 2nd, Homesick Alien in 3rd. Jokus is in 4th. And this, Snorlax making a move on Silver Star up the inside of the first corner. Snorlax, can he make it stick? He can. By Jove, he does. And he's up and ahead on those hard tyres. The hard tyre looking a little racier in this second race. Maybe the track a little warmer than it was earlier on. Koikap back with us again. Let's hope his internet can just cling on in there. This is why they ban Wi-Fi from farms, because the cows keep downloading music. Silver Star, Silver Star got a look there at Koi, but not quite. Snorlax is struggling on the hard tyres as opposed to Koi. Koi very close to the back of Snorlax. Just ahead, we've got Jokers on the hards, we've got Homesick on the hards. Then we've got Electric harrying as Sharon now. He's caught Sharon and he's closing in on the Russian sensation, and he's gonna get the spots, I'm sure of it. Look at the momentum of the man as he brings the fight to the awesome liveried public, I can't remember what it's called now, something to do with radio, coastal radio or something. But Electric closing in on Sharon, but can't quite get it. And turn 1, they may as well not paint a corner on that. Homesick just behind these guys, remember, on hard tyres though. So if these two race too hard, then those mediums will burn out. And yes, maybe Electric should keep that slightly in mind. And Sharon probably doesn't want to get pushed too hard in the race, although he's putting up purples. Oh, wheel skids. Oh, he's having a detour. Just catches it, by Jove. Jolly good show, old chap. Electric's going to get the position, but I mean, Sharon has kept momentum, which is the most important. An accident like that could easily have put him on the other side of the track and out of this race. So Sharon, hats off, kept it in there, and Homesick Alien likes it as well. He approves and draws him ever closer with those hard tyres, staying in the fight. Jokers as well, and Koikap has got himself past the Snorlax, and Koikap tearing through the pack now on his medium tyres. He's got a score to settle after a very strong qualifying results and holding his own in a very high position in the race. He was at the pointy end of the pack until his internet gave all up in that situation, and Joker's now trying to stay ahead of Koikap in this pond. Snorlax 6th ahead of Big Dan, but Big Dan is starting to bring it. Those medium tyres come lap 4 have woke up. They are woke. They know what's going on. Bazza, oh, the hard tyres are dismal for grip, and Bazza is feeling that now, just ahead of Silver Star. But Bazza, it's a waiting game with the hard tyres. They will come into their own, hopefully. Well, they didn't for Sharon, did they, in the first race? So we'll see. Electric has got himself past Sharon now. Electric moving on up. and into first place. But remember, he had proper tyre woes on the softs. He was one of the first to destroy his tyres. So he may destroy those mediums pretty quick, and that's why maybe Shiren not pushing as hard, although he did a 14 and then a 16. So it looks like, oh yeah, we saw that huge mistake. That's why Electric got through, of course. We know that. I'm telling you stuff we already know the reason of and forgotten. I forgot what the reason was and was trying to explain myself. First, it's a good job, because first of all, I was going to start going backwards to see how Electric got past Shiren. And it was bloody, we watched it, so that would have been disappointing. Homesick Alien, though, staying with them on those hard tyres. Joker's being harried. Joker's is being harried now, and Joker's having to use every inch of the track and then some to try and stay ahead of Koikarp. Koikarp the Shark. So Koikarp looking glorious in his VRC. Overalls, oh, I'm sure he just George Russelled that wall a little bit. He did, he picked up some damage. So Koikarp having a Russell with the wall. Putting a nice gap for Jokers there to have a little breather, as Koikarp then tries to drive off that damage, but he's got a Snorlax on hard tyres for close company, very close company. Big Dan still in the shout there with those medium tyres, maybe trying to take it easy. You don't know, some of these guys might be trying to take it easy on these tyres. Now Bazza has now started closing in on the pack, so the hard tyres just might be a little slower to react, and Silverstar starting to get some action going. And now Electric looking like he's struggling ahead of Shiren, and Shiren has looked after his tyres a whole lot more than Electric, and this could be making the difference right now, as Shiren just easing his way into this race and closing in on Electric, who seems to be struggling for grip right now in the front. But the man who's sitting pretty really is Homesick Alien. He's already, no, he didn't win today. I'm so used to saying he's won today that you know, it's Pavlovian at this point. But yeah, no, Homesick hasn't won today. Homesick's looking for a win today. And Shiren then is harrying Electric now, as Electric's tyres say a goodbye to their maker. And Koikarp is ahead of Jokers. Koikarp is ahead of Jokers. How long though? Because Jokers is a drag race. It's a drag race indeed to a very fast corner, but Jokers up the inside of Koi there. Both of them are chasing each other, and Snorlax now is in the thick of the action as Koikarp and Jokers battle hard, and it looks like Jokers has just George Russelled that wall, and Koikarp is looking to get that position back again. But so is Snorlax. Crazy stuff here as Koikarp looks down the inside, but it's not there with Koi. But Koi is having to fight and defend as Snorlax is now. And lap 7, the hard tyres finally finding a bit of grip as Koikarp pulls the trigger on Jokers, goes for the move in the chicane, he's through. Oh, and Snorlax George Russell. I'm not going to do it again. I think that's enough. But yeah, Snorlax had a bump with the barrier. And Big Dan could get the position from Snorlax. Snorlax chewed a lot of barrier there, and Jokers ended up behind Koi. Koi, the balls of granite came out, and he just floored it in that corner. He was claiming it. No one else was having that bad boy. Homesick Alien then still chasing down the medium running Shiren and Electric, and they're still there. It's lap 7 of 11. No, lap 8 of 11 now. If I go back far enough, I can still say, hey, 7-11 here in America. Yeah. Yeehaw. So Electric is leading this race, as he has done since he got past Shiren. It wasn't from the beginning. He had to get past Shiren. So, but he's been leading for a while. And Shiren, I think, is just playing a waiting game, because Electric is tearing his tyres up. Shiren did pull ever so closer to Electric earlier, but seems to have... No, I think Electric's picked up the pace, because he's gone back into the 14s, where Shiren is just holding it off in the 15s. I think he's trying to look after his tyres somewhat. Akapak's Racing in the chat. Wowzers. Good evening, Thingamajig. Hope you are all good, mate. I am. I'm still waiting to hear about the 30th. I have suspicions that it's not happening. When is the 30th? It's next week, isn't it? Yes. This time next week, if it's still on, the Akapaks are hosting. Am I pushing it or not? I don't know. There could be a huge race going on next week. I'm not sure. I've heard rumours. It might not happen, but I don't know. Nothing for sure. But Electric's leading this race from Sharan, but Sharan is getting very much closer. Homesick Alien in third. He's going faster than he's gone before in this race, and now he is starting to turn up the dial to 11. Koi Carp holding off fourth, and Jokers has dropped back from Koi. And Koi's medium tyres serving him well for now, but he's still got a few laps to do on them, as Jokers' hards are barely torn. Big Dan's mediums, they're torn, but he's still in the fight. He got himself ahead of Snorlax. I'm sure we might have seen it. I'm having a very scatty memory at this point. I've just had to think, did they get the rabbit in? I don't remember getting the rabbit in. But the door's closed, so he's got to be in. Did I close the door and not bring the rabbit in? No, he's in. So Bazza there is in 8th. He hasn't made any kind of impact on this race yet. He's done very steady lap times, but all the racing's happened ahead of him, unfortunately. Talking about the racing, here is Sharan on Electric. Electric's virtually killed those medium tyres with 2 laps to go into the first corner, and you really need that rubber into that first corner. It is plunging like Dolly Parton's neckline. Sharan then all up and in. Does any of you know Dolly Parton? She's very old now. It's not really a good reference about Angelina Jolie's. No, she's old now as well. I don't know young, fresh people that wear low-cut tops. But Electric then. Oh, Electric sliding through the chicanes. And it's just a whisper and a wish that's keeping him in the lead at the moment, because he has no grip. And it's just he's pointing his car and hoping, I'm sure of it. And Sharan has now caught him. Sharan's alongside him. And Sharan now is going to deal the blow. Not quite, though. Electric's still staying in there. A little contact between the two of them just to say hello. And Sharan still in second. There's no need to risk anything, although Sharan's tyres are virtually dead as they come into the final lap. Electric tyres have gone. Sharan's having another look. He's got it out the drive out of the final corner into the final lap. And Sharan takes the lead as Electric struggles for grip out there and misses the road altogether, whilst Homesick Alien chases him down on his hard tyres. Can he catch Electric in this final lap? Now Electric, I know he wants to win, but he's got no tyres. He's got to ask himself, surely, if he can just bring this one home nice and steady, he can get second place here. Now, if he pushes on for the win against Sharan, he could lose it all. How far away is Koi? Koi's not that far away, you know. If Electric pushes too hard, he could lose a podium altogether. And surely he has learnt from the first race just to bring it home. Bring it home at this state. You're not in any state to fight with Sharan. And Homesick Alien not too far behind. And nor is Koi. Koi Carp ahead of Jokers, who is ahead of Snorlax. Jokers' tyres. Jokers was on hard tyres. Sorry, I thought he was on mediums for some reason. So Koi, it was on the mediums, and they've stayed with him. So Jokers unable to catch Koi up on the medium tyres, and he's just about staying. Oh, no. I'm not having that. That's not fair. We always watch the winners cross the line. I just got carried away. So, yeah, Sharan comes around that final corner. And what a drive. What a great drive. Stayed there. Didn't panic. Took the win. Beautiful stuff from Sharan. Electric in second. Homesick Alien brings it home in third. Koi Carp comes home in fourth place. Great drive from Koi Carp there. And Jokers fifth, ahead of Snorlax in sixth. Big Dan brings it home in seventh. The Bazza, nothing happened for him in that race, did it really? Comes home in eighth. And Silver Star bringing it home, the hard tyres, in ninth place. What an interesting race. So we had Sharan taking the win there on the medium tyres with Electric in second, and Homesick Alien on a set of hard tyres in third place. Homesick still yet to stand on the top spot here at Watkins Glen. Interesting. Koikap here is in fourth place. Great drive from Koikap, just showing what he could have done, because that was from the back, wasn't it? From the very back. So Koikap showing what he could have done in that first race had his internet stuck in there. Jokus in fifth place with Snorlax in sixth. Big Dan in seventh, with the Baz coming home in eighth, ahead of Silverstar in ninth. What a great pair of races we've had so far. And one more race to go, ladies and gents, and then you can have your evenings. You can do what you want. You can get all romantic with the wife or girlfriend, or you can turn your PlayStation on and have a blast at whatever game you're enjoying. I'll tell you what game you can't enjoy on the PlayStation: Starfield, because Microsoft are scum. And Bethesda can die. Do you know I bought Skyrim 4 times? 4 times I've bought that game, Bethesda. That's how into it I am with your games. You did me wrong. You did me dirty, man. You did me so wrong. Right. Hang on. I'm not ready. I've got No Man's Sky. I don't need Starfield crap anyway. I've heard it's buggy as hell. Because it's Bethesda, of course. I hate Bethesda. Skyrim. Bought it on the PS3, I bought it on the PS4 with the limited edition upgraded scaled thing. I think I bought it on Switch, and I bought it on PS4. Scum. So Silverstar is starting this race on the medium tyres at the front, with Bazza in second on medium tyres. Then we have a third on Big Dan. I bet VRC are quite happy that they've not released it on because I lost myself when Fallout 4 was released. I didn't play anything else or do anything else. I just lost my life to Fallout 4. So Starfield, it could have been dangerous. The streams may have suddenly stopped. Silverstar's on the front there with racing medium tyres on. Baz is in second with the medium tyres. Big Dan is on hards. Just think when GTA 6 comes out. Sorry, I'm getting distracted really easily. Big Dan's on third with the racing hards. Snorlax is in racing. So I think VRC should just have a 2-week break when GTA 6 comes out, because we'll all be playing that, surely. Fourth for Snorlax on the racing softs. Jokus in fifth on the racing softs. Then we have a sixth place. We've lost someone. Oh, no, we've still got 9 people. Koikap in sixth, on the hards. Homesick starting on the mediums. Electric starting on the hard tyre. And Shren is starting on the softs. Oof. The softs and the hards mediums are the only tyre here, isn't they? So Silverstar should be all right. Bazza should have a good one. Big Dan's going to just fall back. Snorlax is just not going to have any tyres halfway through the race. Nor's Jokus. Koikap is just going to struggle with grip. Homesick's going to be all right. Electric's going to struggle with grip. And Shuren's not going to have no tyres left after lap 3. Here we go then. Are we ready? Are we sitting comfortably? Then I will begin. The story of Watkins Glen, race 3. The lights went out, and Bazza, the bullet, absolutely flew by. And, I mean, Silverstar should get himself tested. I don't mean that in a mean way, but his reaction times are quite slow. Ooh, and he give Electric a knock as well into the corner. But Snorlax is the man who's come through on the racing softs against the Baz, who's on the mediums. A Homesick Alien there in third place. Jokus now in fourth on the softs. Jokus will be wanting to make hay while the sun is slightly amidst the sky before it goes down and it goes dark here at Watkins Glen. There's Jokus having a look at Homesick, but Homesick having a look at the Baz. But there's a chicane on the way, boys. Watch out for the chicane. Snorlax is through. Bazza barely through. Joker's got through ahead of the Alien. And Koikap is on the tail of the Alien. My word. Shuren's up into sixth with the soft tyres, but he's having a battle with Silverstar. And they disappeared. Silverstar there is just behind Shuren. Big Dan in eighth spot with Electric. struggling on the hard tyres. Snorlax at the moment on the softs, leads from Jokers, who's also on the softs. Bazza's in third on the mediums, and Homesick Alien on the mediums alongside him. And my word, it's very tight down there with Koikarp as well in the mix. And we know Koikarp is good here at Watkins Glen. He is on it. He's on the hard tyres just ahead of Shiren. Shiren's on those soft tyres. We should see the orange car come flying up the inside, and he takes the Alien out. Goodbye. And that's Koikarp up and into fourth. Thank you very much. Koikarp owing Shiren a bunch of flowers or something there, because Shiren absolutely took half the field out for Koi. Sorry guys, it's not professional, but it happens. It happens. It's an accident. No one's freaking out. Homesick Alien then, he stayed in fourth anyway. Baz is in fifth. Silverstar's gained out of it because Shiren's down in seventh. So, I mean, it's only Koi. Koi gained a bit out. Only Koi. Homesick missing out on the chicane. Oh, Homesick is struggling. Homesick is struggling there with Summer. Oh, I think he's had he's had another George Russell with the barrier, I would gather. And that is Homesick Alien down in ninth. No chance of winning today. My good golly gosh, Watkins Glen being the bogey track for Homesick Alien. Snorlax already with a win, and he's doing mighty fine at the moment, with Jokers also on the softs in second. Koikarp up into third on the hards. Could this be the win that Koi has been looking for? The Bazinator down in fourth. The Belgian Bullet doing super fine now on those medium tyres. Can he catch Koikarp up and just sit behind Jokers and Snorlax until their tyres die, which they will do very soon. Silverstar again dropping right to the back, and now he's up and into fifth place. What an absolute crack-a-lacka. Shiren though is looking very racy today with those soft tyres, and he is looking to come through. I have not visited my hot brew, the warm brew, at all during this session, have I? So let me get on it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And there we go, Shiren. It was a way. he didn't wait for a gap. He kind of made the gap. But Shiren strong arming his way past Silverstar. There was nothing holding him back there. And Bazza in fourth, sitting behind Koi. And Robin's racing. Remember, I don't think that was too bad. I wouldn't have liked it done to me, but it's not like he did anything too wrong. He just muscled his way through. He was faster in the corner. Silverstar braked a little too much for him, and he found a bit of space and got himself through. So he's on the stickier tyre, and now Bazza's in trouble from the Koi. No, it's the other way around, is it not? I can't remember now. No, Bazza was higher, was he? I can't remember. So that might be Koi moving on through, and Bazza slipping, possibly. I'm not sure. I can't remember which way round it was now. I think Bazza was in fourth, so yeah, third, so I think Bazza's dropped back. He was behind the Koi for show. I don't remember. Whatever. Koikarp's in third. Shiren's now up into fourth because he's got past the Baz. With his soft tyres, he's on the outside. The Baz giving him a little love punt up the inside and says, bro, car's always going that way on the outside of a corner. And it's a cracking race here between Koikarp. Bazza's late on the brakes, so he's better down the straight. He got a better drive out of that final corner, and it's the Bazinator into it. And Koikarp's got to watch out for Shiren, who's on very fast tyres right now. And Shiren bringing the noise to Koi, and oh, there's a back end stepping out for the Baz, but he's still in it. Oh, and Shiren dropped it. Shiren dropped his 4C, and Homesick as well might have someone to race pretty soon if he plays his cards right. Snorlax dominant at the front at the moment, pulling away from Jokers. The two soft runners doing absolutely fantastic. They've still got life in those tyres, and we're at lap 5 of 11, so all is going well. Bazza in third on the mediums. He's being harried by the hard-tyred Koikarp. And Silverstar on the mediums as well is in with a fighting shout of the podium. Electric in the fight as well with those hard tyres. And the hard tyres, it seems around about halfway through the race, they start coming into action. And there we see before our very own eyes. Koi Carp and Electric are starting to get the hard tyres working for them. Silver Star's in trouble now from Electric, who's giving him a lot to think about behind there. We're fighting for 5th and 6th. And this may have been my fault. As I said, Silver Star was in for a shout of the podium, and Electric wants to destroy that. He's going for the late break underneath, and he's not quite there. And Silver Star rides again in 5th. Koi Carp 4th, chasing down the Baz, but the Baz has opened up a nice little gap between himself and Koi Carp. Jokus and Snorlax absolutely loving it, leading. What's happening further back? Big Dan, he can see all of the battling ahead of him, but his hard tyres just don't let him turn into the corner. You saw the bejeebers of understeer he was dealing with in turn 1 there. The car just didn't want to turn that nose in. Look at it. Looks like a bloody Arctic lorry trying to turn into corners. And so close to the battle, it must be so frustrating for Big Dan. He loves a little close contact, door-on-door action, and at the moment it's just in the distance for him as he watches Electric and Silver Star battling out. Electric gets the underside of Silver Star, and it's Electric up and into 5th place as we can see that developing. Look at the understeer, poor Dan. Bloody hell. Sorry, Big Dan, to do that to you. There's no need. So Silver Star coming back out, Electric there for this 5th place battle, and it's Silver Star up and Electric on the hard tyre, remember, cannot cope in the corners against Wonder Star. Silver Star. Koi Carp then in 4th, chasing down the Baz on those hard tyres, but the medium tyres are staying in there at the moment. Lap 7 of 11, 7-11 you are, and Snorlax coming around. And his soft tyres are pretty shot, man. His soft tyres are pretty gone. So I don't know what we can say. Oh, poor Snorlax. He'll be looking down. He'll see that same thing that we can see, that dashboard, and his tyres looking very soft, very red. And he'll be feeling that back end does not want to stay down. Look at it screeching all the way around that corner. It's that corner that's killing the rear tyres, and Snorlax will be mighty aware of that, and he'll be driving on tender hooks at the moment. Joker's also worrying about that rear left tyre. Bazinator, meanwhile, he's on the mediums, but he's got Koi on the hards, and the hards are getting faster and faster as we go through this race, and the mediums getting slower and slower. So you do the math. Baz is getting slower, Koi's getting faster. It means we're going to get a great time. Yes, 7-11, lap 7 of 11, and we are just about to get an absolute delight from a battle with Koi Carp and the Belgian Bullet. We cannot wait. Electric, he's there as well, fighting on ahead of Silver Star, and Big Dan just there out of touching distance. Homesick Alien has found Shiren and has taken Shiren. Shiren has taken the life of his tyres out of the play, and Homesick's tyres, they're in there, but he went wide that corner, and giving Shiren a chance to come back at him, but not quite. Snorlax still leads, but the tyres are gone. Lap 8 of 11, the sun is going down here at Watkins Glen, which can only be described as an absolute fantastic round that we've had here for round 6 of the 4C Sprint Trophy, and Snorlax leads, already winning a race today. Jokus, I think he's had a couple of podiums, or at least one podium today, and looking good for another, even though those tyres are deed. He is hoping that Baza makes a huge fight for Koi Carp, and that will give Jokus and Snorlax a fighting chance holding on to those positions, because those tyres are shot. As long as they don't push it into a corner and ask the back end to stick in too much. Let's see what Snorlax lap times. 16.8 from Snorlax last time around. Jokus is 17.6. Baz is managing 15.7s. Dangerous. Jokus can't even get it tucked in onto the corner there because he's got no grip, and the Baz, he's coming, so is the Koi. A right good fight coming up. He's on the hard tyres, Silver Star's on the medium tyres, Big Dan's on the hard tyres, and Homesick Alien is coming on the medium tyres. My good golly gosh, Wowzers. Wowzers indeed. I don't think Shiren has got anything left in his Alpha to bring to the fight. It's dead. The tyres are gone. Watkins Glen, what can you say? It doesn't like tyres. Electric then leads this rabble through the chicane in 5th, Silver Star 6th, Big Dan in 7th, and Homesick Alien in 8th, coming ever closer. Snorlax leads against Jokers, and Bazza holding on to that 3rd place. It looks pretty close up there, I don't know. There, Snorlax on his own, Jokers is on his own. Bazza has Koi Carp for company, but I think Bazza has got enough in his suitcase to keep the Koi at bay. We will see. 16.4 from Baz. Koi Carp 16.0. A little faster from Koi Carp there. The hard tyres only getting better. The medium tyres deteriorating as the laps go on. We're on the penultimate lap. Jokers and Snorlax look to be safe. Snorlax indeed. Snorlax could slow right down. I think he'd be okay. Jokers as well. He looks like he's easing off. And Bazza is catching. And Bazza can't slow down because he's got Koi all up and in his business. And Koi is looking for another podium. Or did he get a podium in that other one? I think he did. I'm not sure. I should write it down. Electric pulling away from Silver Star. Homesick Alien slicing through. No! And this is not the race for Homesick Alien. That chicane is no friend of his. And Shiren poodles on by, giving Homesick Alien a little wave. And Snorlax then leads from Jokers, with the Baz in 3rd place, Koi Carp in 4th, Electric in 5th, Silver Star in 6th, Big Dan in 7th, Shiren in 8th, and 9th is Homesick. And it's nice to see once in a while. It's just nice. I know Homesick Alien probably doesn't feel great about this round, but for us that drive around at the back regularly, it's nice to see that sometimes those guys at the front do have a bad day. And yes, Homesick Alien most certainly having one of his bad days. Snorlax is on his final lap, and this is looking like a 2 from 3 race win for Snorlax, and this is going to do wonders for the championship. Jokers, a great 2nd spot, but can he keep it? Because the Baz is getting ever closer. Jokers' tyres are giving up a life away from him. And it's only half a lap to go, but it's one of the worst corners to navigate. And Bazza's gone. Bazza's gone into the... He's gone to inspect that barrier. There was obviously a barrier. He wanted to get in before the end of the round, and he has done that now. And Snorlax is just cruising on back for another win. Joker's in 2nd. Koi Carp picks up a podium. Electric up and into 4th. Silver Star in 5th. Big Dan in 6th. And there's the Baz. There's the Baz indeed. I've got to get back because Snorlax is just about to take his 2nd win. And we want to sit here and watch such a glorious feat. So there he goes. Snorlax wins Watkins Glen's race 3 around 6. And Jokers comes home for another podium. Congratulations. And Koi Carp, take a boo, you son of a gun. Electric comes home in 4th, with Silver Star bringing it home in 5th. Silver Star's had a good round, so he's finished back at all of them. Big Dan in 6th, Bazza in 7th, Shiren gets 8th, and Homesick Alien. Yes, even the best can have a Perez day now and again. Although Perez has a Perez day every day. Snorlax then takes the win with Jokers in 2nd. I tell you what, I can't wait for the table to be released. That's going to be very interesting. Let's put the cat right in there amongst the pigeons. It's mixed it up with the pigeons. So Snorlax wins again. Jokers in 2nd. Koi Carp grabbing a fantastic podium. His evening started with a great qualifying, a terrible tragedy with internet, and ended up on a high. Great stuff. Enjoy the champers. Electric, great round for Electric, that one. He seems to get some good results out of that. Comes home in 4th with Silver Star as well. Again, he dropped to the back in almost every race. He started at the front, but he's had some good results, I think. Picked up where people have lost a lot. So Silver Star riding on the Sim Racers tears up into 5th. Big Dan in 6th. Another one kept his head down during the race. Just picked up some positions. Poor old Baz. Should have been a podium. Oh, what can you say? What can you say? Some you win, some you lose, some you just absolutely throw away. And 8th for Shiren, gaining on Homesick Alien, having a rotten race. in the chat then. Pat saying, looks like I missed 3 crazy races there. Was a fun one to watch. It was great. Coy saying, felt bad for Bazza because I wasn't going to catch him. Hey, racing. No feeling bad for people in racing. It's got to be cutthroat. You got a podium, man. That's beautiful stuff. You're racing people in the championship. You need the points. I can't remember. Let's have a quick look at that table. The old table now, but... Ooh, is there a new table up? No. Koi Cup. Let me have a look. Koi Cup was chasing... Who are you chasing in the table? Ooh, well, you sat in 6th behind Ensign and you beat him in 2 of those races at least. So that is going to close the gap up between yourself and Ensign Ewart, and you're dropping less... Ooh, you might be up there. Well, Snorlax scored well. But yeah, you might be up there fighting with the likes of the Brown, RB, Snorlax, and Ensign Ewart. So Quick Up, and Joker's scoring well behind you as well. You needed them points because Joker's scored well. It's a fantastic table. It really is. Join our Discord, ladies and gentlemen. Get in the Discord. See if you can see these tables. I don't know if they're open to everyone. I don't know how it all works, really. I used to think they got posted on the internet, so I tell you to go and look at them on the internet, but I found out they're not posted on the internet. So I think you've got to go in our Discord. But I don't know if you can only see them if you're in that championship, which is a shame because it's exciting stuff. Read then. That's everything. Thank you very much. I was your commentator and your broadcaster, Lou Sars. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club for the 4C Sprint Trophy Round 6. Coming up next, in the next stream, will be the Golf GTIs. It's the final round, I think. It's the final. We'll find out who the champion is in the next stream. To find out when that next stream is, you've got to touch my bell, baby. Because who knows? We drop them like bombs. Like the Japs didn't know the Americans were coming. You wouldn't know when we're going to stream. So if you want a warning, then touch my bell on the end there. And don't forget to like the video if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, there is a thumbs down. There is always an option to say that was crud. And you can more than welcome to press that thumb down. If you can live with the guilt, the day after that, some poor soul has spent time to try and entertain you, and you want to say it's thumbs down because they put a little extra effort in, then do that. Be that person.
Wow,
that's it. I don't think there's anything more to say. VRC is great. Join us, www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and you can join our community, which is really Discord. But we like to call it community. It sounds nicer. Discord sounds a bit sort of rough, doesn't it? It's like, yo, man, get in my Discord. You got to get in my Discord. Hey, join our community. We're like a cult. But we won't make you drink the Freezerade. The cars have the Freezerade. We drink the petrol. All right, that's enough. It's cuckoo. Cuckoo. Peace and love. Peace and love.